Hello, I'm Ruby Lopez.
And I'm Brendan Moran, and welcome to Creek Currents.
This month, I'll show you how Walnut Creek will be celebrating a big birthday.
But first up, I take you to the summit of Mount Diablo to see history in the making. I'm here at the summit of Mount Diablo for an historic restoration project that has been years in the making. Let's check it out. I'm here with Ron Brown. He's with Save Mount Diablo. And Ron, you have a large part in what happened today, right?
We do indeed.
Tell me, just from soup to nuts, how this all came together.
Well, about 8 years ago, we started to become the co-sponsor of the annual December 7th Pearl Harbor beacon lighting ceremony right here at the summit of Mount Diablo. And as we got to know the survivors and the beacon, we realized that this 85-year-old artifact had not been cared for and maintained well in its life. And it was really on its last legs and needed a restoration. So we undertook that restoration project. Took several years to get it actually happening. And in June of this year, we removed the beacon from the mountain, restored the beacon, and returned it to its home today, fully restored.
You had a lot of help too, didn't you?
We did indeed. We had some amazing volunteers who helped to run the project, some really highly skilled engineers who gave their time and expertise to the project, and then community businesses, community organizations, and individuals in the community who gave their time, their talent, and their money.
Why is this so important to you and to Save Mount Diablo?
Well, the beacon was originally put on top of Mount Diablo in 1928 in order to help with transcontinental aviation. A transcontinental system of beacons allowed early days of aviation to fly at night before radar. And it did that until December 8th, 1941, the day after Pearl Harbor Day. And at that point, the beacon was turned off as part of the blackout of the West Coast. And following World War II, radar had come along, so the beacons were no longer needed for aviation, and the beacon remained dark until 1964, when the Pearl Harbor Survivors Association talked about lighting the beacon on December 7th to commemorate the events that took place in Pearl Harbor. Every December 7th since then, it's been lit.
And you're not going to miss one, are you?
We're not now, and not for many decades to come.
So there were a few Pearl Harbor survivors here today. Why do you think something like this is important to them?
Well, we had 3 Pearl Harbor survivors here today, and it was important to them because they know that this restored beacon will now shine on for decades to come, and it will commemorate what they and their sunken shipmates experienced in Pearl Harbor in 1941.
Now, Save Mount Diablo does more than just light restoration, right?
Yes, we do.
What else do you guys do?
Well, we preserve, defend, and restore the Diablo wilderness for everyone who lives around it to be able to enjoy. So for 43 years, we've been working to preserve land on and around Mount Diablo, to add it to the state park and regional park system, to preserve the land for the wildlife that live here, the plants that live here, and to provide a recreational playground for the growing population.
Well, thank you, Ron. Keep up the good work.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
You will never understand how much this means to my fellow survivors and I. We've been hoping for this for so long, and I think the three of us, Mickey, John, and I, are very lucky to be here today. And between us, even if we were to combine our vocabulary, I don't think that between us we could find sufficient words to tell you how thankful and how grateful we are to all of you for what you have done in the past few months and what you are doing here today. And even though there are just three of us who stand here before you, I can guarantee you that I feel the spirits of over 2,400 individuals who this beacon now comes to represent. I feel their spirits watching down on us today and what you are doing, and believe you me, they are applauding you also. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Well, thanks for everybody for coming out today to make this a very successful and very moving ceremony. We got to meet some real life heroes. If you want to get involved with Save Mount Diablo, just visit their website for more information. Now, Save Mount Diablo hosts great activities year-round. Head over to their website to learn about their family hike that they lead every month.
Or if you find yourself taking an urban hike, make sure you stop by the Bedford Gallery and check out a bright new show. The exhibition currently on view at the Bedford Gallery now is called New Neon. And this exhibition examines the way in which the media has been repurposed, both painterly, sculpturally, and photographic practices to reflect the cadence and the drama of our media-saturated cultural landscape. The artists in this exhibition are using this vital, vibrant neon medium to capture your attention and your emotions with the artworks that they've made. I'm very interested in and intrigued by the way in which artists are employing the medium to portray a conceptual idea, whether it's humorous, political, surprising, or disquieting. Historically, neon light and paint have been a functional media. They've been close cohorts with our commercial marketplace. until they were recruited into the artist's studio. Neon light was developed in the mid-1800s and day-glow paint during World War II. And now, in the hands of the artists, we have an exhibition here at the Bedford full of engaging neon works in a broad reach of approach, from conceptually based work to abstraction, to works that have a personal narrative at the core of the art. This exhibition has 31 artists from around the United States and beyond, all of whom are deftly using illuminated materials in ways that I think will intrigue and delight our community visitors at the Bedford. This exhibition is a wonderful show to brighten up your dark winter days. So I hope you'll visit us here at the Bedford. New Neon is on view through February 23rd, 2014. And for more information about the exhibition and about our tour program for schools, please visit our website at bedfordgallery.org.
Now, the Bedford is currently accepting work for a new juried show, and all submissions are going to be based around the theme of the sky. So head over to their website to see if your work could be shown at the Bedford.
And I've got the inside scoop on another big event that's looking for you to get involved. Check it out. Today we're here at the Shadelands Ranch Museum, and what a perfect place as we're going to be talking about history with Mackenzie and Steve Lesher. Now, you are the co-chairs for a special event that we have coming up. It's the Walnut Creek Centennial, right? Mm-hmm. So talk to us about what this big birthday is.
Well, Ruby, in October of 1914, a group of residents came together because they needed to raise revenue to pave some streets here in town, and out of that came one of the great communities in our country, Walnut Creek. So that's what we're celebrating. We've got a year-long celebration where there's going to be multiple events, and just to celebrate the history and heritage of a great community.
Perfect. Now, who is organizing this event? You've got to have a lot of help. It's a huge event.
Definitely. We have a lot of help. We have a great group, a steering committee that's helping us put everything together, people from all over Walnut Creek, business people, people from the communities, the schools, nonprofit organizations. We have a big group of people volunteering to put this together. It's a volunteer-led effort and a great time we're having.
Okay, now I know there's many events, but let's talk about the three main events that are going to be happening with this Centennial Celebration.
Right. So that steering committee I mentioned is putting together three big events over the course of the year, and we're really trying to have something for everyone. On January 24th at the Lesher Center, we're going to kick off with an event called Flappers and Flasks. It's a speakeasy themed event, kind of harkening back to the early 1900s. Then in May at Borges Ranch, we'll have a Walnut Creek Heritage Day where people can come with their family and celebrate Walnut Creek's history and take a little peek at what it was like when Walnut Creek was founded. Then in October, actually here at Shadelands Ranch Museum, we'll have our birthday picnic, a community-wide party to celebrate the actual birthday of Walnut Creek.
Okay, wow, so there really is something for everybody. Now, aside from the three main events, you have, it's 100 events literally, right? Talk to us about those.
Yeah, so our theme is 100 ways to celebrate Walnut Creek, and so we've amassed a list of events that are happening throughout the community, many of which are going to have a centennial spin, and like you said, there's really something for everybody. There's art walks and hikes and galas and celebrations and functions at the library. It's just going to be a really, really great time.
We really thought that this 100 Ways is a great way for us to partner with the many fantastic organizations in Walnut Creek and show off what they do to benefit our community and introduce people to maybe new organizations that they didn't know about.
Perfect. Well, as we're celebrating these 100 years, I mean, what has made Walnut Creek such a wonderful place to live all these years?
Well, I think its residents have made it that way. You know, we're a very special community. We are the arts, cultural, and economic epicenter of the county and maybe even of the East Bay. I think we've got it all in Walnut Creek. Open space, terrific public services, and so there's a lot to celebrate.
So will you both be at every event? That's a lot of events.
All 100, probably not. Mackenzie will be at each one.
And you won't.
And I won't, no.
No, we'll see how many we can get our kids out to. It'll be a great time.
All right, well, if people want to get involved, there's so many events, where can they find all of this wonderful information?
WalnutCreek100.com. So you can make suggestions, you can get information on all the events happening. You can also like us on Facebook for Walnut Creek 100, and we'd love to get people's suggestions.
Definitely check that website a lot because it's being updated all the time, and it's a great resource not only about the events but Walnut Creek history, amazing photos and stories of our history. It's a great place to go and take your kids.
Okay, perfect. So there's many ways for you to find out about these 100 events and how you can celebrate the big centennial with the rest of us, right?
Yep.
And happy birthday, Walnut Creek. We'll see you at all these events. So Brendan, how do you plan on celebrating our centennial?
I'm actually looking forward to the Flappers and Flasks party.
That does sound like a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'll see you there. And I'll see you next time on Creek Currents.